really appreciable thing, Bedkar sir. I truly and from my heart appreciate for that because it's not easy, I know. So first of all, I congratulate you and your team for that. And thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. So welcome all participants in this webinar. So this is the, as Bedkar sir told, 257th, I think, webinar series. So we will start. We can just start, I think, people are joining, but we can start, no problem. So this is a very interesting subject, friends, because as we know, this food and agribusiness industry is very basic industry, as we call, because food is like we all know, it's a basic need for all our humans. And about agriculture, agribusiness, we come to know, the world came to know when there was a COVID situation. So before that, we know that there are farmers existing and they create the food and they grow the food in their farm and they actually deliver to all the cities and all the homes, that we all know. But actually making food available at the farm level is a very difficult part, and we know that food is our we know it is a very necessary part, and that is why it is important to understand how the food and agribusiness economy in the world. Basically, we will understand what the actually statistics of this whole industry is happening in the world today, and basically we will come down to what actually technology. I'm basically as an agriculture engineering graduate. I have done my marketing MBA in this field. So I'm seeing this industry since last 24 years, and I'm born and brought up in a farmer family, and I see this industry as in the both approaches. Like I am an in the industry approach, I can understand this industry. As a farmer also, I can understand the situation of the farming food industry, how this is going on. And at the third point, as an engineer and technology specialist, I'm always in the understanding that how this artificial intelligence, you can say, how this digital technology, all this, the new technologies, whatever, we know there are drones available, and all the technologies, they are coming now in this world. How these are the technologies now impacting the agribusiness, especially agriculture, that actually we will decode today. Because friends, see, there are, we feel that everything like technology is disrupting in every area, in each and every business area, in life, everywhere the technology is there. The technology is disrupting industries. So the technology is disrupting agriculture as well. That is the situation. So how part, actually many people doesn't know about this. See how this technology can change the agriculture. So that is the part we are actually seeing in this webinar today. So we will start first. I will share my PPT first, and we will start, friends. I think people are joining and joined many people. So first of all, I will share my PPT. So I think, can you see the PPT? 1 minute, I think. Stop presenting. Ignore. I think you can all see the PPT. Is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall I unpin myself so that it will be like big screen? I think. So thank you, friends, for your we will make this session as like interactive as possible, because this will be and just interesting things I'm sharing. Just no PPT is just for references, and we will just discuss whatever the interesting things happening in food and agri space, and how this technology, this is, I know this subject may be you feel boring, but I will make sure that this will not be a boring session, definitely, but sure, because I will show you some interesting facts and figures and how this technology is now changing and changing the world now. So this will be a very interactive and interesting session, that will assure you. So I am actually the Internet Agribusiness founder, Mr. Manmath Biradar, and I have created this system, Internet Agribusiness system, because I know for sure that technology can change any industry. So agriculture is now changing with the help of this digital technology, and how this internet thing is changing the agriculture. So that is the main basic criteria before we actually naming this industry. So now if we get the second slide, then we can, 1 minute, I think. Yes, I think you can now see the second slide as well. Yes, okay. So, friends, see, thing is, this is a giant leap for agriculture enthusiasts. Like, as we know, 60% of our production is now getting increased in 2026. That is the United Nations predictions. 80% of our rural area till today also depending on agriculture, and 50% percent farmers are actually farmers still in India. This is actually statistics given by various organizations. Now here, our mission is to transform the food and agribusiness education and employment system. See, basically, what I think, when I actually started this company, when I started this concept and this platform. So basically, what I always thought as an agriculture student since last 24 years, I am graduated from agriculture university. After that, I worked in say many areas. So I actually found one thing. There are so many institutions in India. ICR, you must be knowing ICR, about ICR, that is Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and the ICR is having central institutes all over India. ICR is having research institutes in all over India with each and every fruits and vegetables even. So it's having huge network, a very good network, and they are researching on all aspects of how the production of each crop, like crop means that may be a fruit, that may be vegetable, that may be a millet crop, whichever may be. So it is trying its hard to actually research on. There is the fact. There are so many, as you know, agriculture universities in India. So these all universities are working at the state levels. So there are so many good network in agriculture colleges, that these agriculture colleges and these agriculture institutes of ICR all are there. They are doing the part of education, educating graduates. But what I found the lacking system is they are not the skilled people. See, there is, we all know. I think there are in this room there are so many, all you are professors and all doctors, PhD and all, you know about the education system, because we are having the education system. We as a graduate cannot be a skilled person. Skilled person is a different person. So that is again a very debatable part. But I always believe that skilling is very important nowadays, because see, what I feel in this situation, in this digital age of in this 2023 and after that. So this is skill part is very important. Only the education by giving examination and getting a very good marks, it will not be a very, I think, good thing for this job and employment. So I always believe in that skilling part is very important. I want to actually create the thing in from my company. Like my mission is that to transform the food and agribusiness education. Means agriculture is there, agriculture system is there, but agriculture business education is lacking. Agriculture business, practical agriculture business. Agriculture business means what? I will actually explain in the coming slides. See, my target, my vision is to convert 1 out of 3% into food and agribusiness learning, because this is a very basic education, friends. Because in all you know, I think in this room, everyone may be having his own farm, or maybe his father or his like grandfather may be having his like farm or agriculture. Maybe link everyone is somewhere something we are like connected with agriculture and food. So that is why it is important to skill the person, like what is food and like agribusiness. So that is the my vision, to convert 1 out of 3% in like food and agribusiness learning. The solution is the domain know-how, practical entrepreneurship education, creating employment through building own ventures. See, there are like so many things in this, because we found that ventures means any business when we start. Actually, the entrepreneurship in rural area, that is lacking. See, I have seen many businesses in rural areas. Those are not having their entrepreneurship skill. They can start their own business, they can start their own shop, or they can start their own even factory, one small unit, one processing unit. They can start. But what I have seen, like I have worked a lot in Mumbai, Pune, these big cities, but metro cities. But in the rural area, if we find, especially, we find the lack in the entrepreneurship education, and that is where we have found the opportunity to for this like our company. So as you know, the digital learning market is projected to grow 4.7 billion in 2023, and it is going to increase by 2007. So this is actually what we are doing. This is our company's website. This is like Digital Food and Agribusiness Academy, and we are actually having our different product. So before actually coming that, we will have some actually. Some different slide I will share, so that you can understand. 1 minute, I'll share some different slides. So I think you can see these slides. So here, actually, what we have designed in this system, that how to launch your food and agribusiness in 30 days with the 6 steps, 6 easy steps. See, friends, this is important to understand, because starting a business is a very difficult part, I know, but we can give a very easy steps to start with. So actually, I have seen in my experience that many people doesn't understand where to start. Actually, that is the first hitch point, where many people in rural area as well as in even city area are lacking, that how to start and what to start, where to start. They don't know. So we have created a system to understand how in the 6 easy steps can you can start a very good food and agri business. So this is the one platform that helps in launching new food and agribusiness in 30 days, and you can start selling that product in within 90 days only. Means within 3 months you can start your business. You can start selling your product. So that is our main thing. So we have designed 6 easy steps to build a successful digital food and agribusiness. So we have taken a very support of digital like agriculture, food business, because digital is a part and parcel of our life, friends. You may be knowing, in even rural areas nowadays, everyone is having a smartphone. Everybody is having YouTube channel. They are watching Facebook channel. They are watching, and everybody is like taking information from information is easily available. We call this era as an info era, because information is available everywhere. Only one thing is lacking. I always say that is implementation. If we do the implementation part, then I think we can get a very good result out of that. So I think that is why we have created only 6 steps to build a successful digital and agri-food system. So we teach our customers how to kickstart the business, set up systems, and start selling. Because making like critical part is very, like we are making very very clear that this is the steps only. You follow these steps and you can start your business. So actually, what are the these steps? See, friends, as I've told you, there are, like in agriculture sector, there are so many like products. Basically, we are dividing this agriculture sector into 3 parts. Like first is it input industry. We input industry means we call is seeds, pesticides, fertilizers, even farm mechanization, and even post harvest machinery, and all these parts coming under input industry sector. This is an one part agribusiness sector is having. The second part, like we call is this input. After that, we call output. Output means what? Output means all we know that after me seeding and after this thing, we get harvesting. So we harvest the crop, we get crop, like we get like rice, we get banana, we get like grapes, and any niche fruit we can get. That we call as output part. So that is an food processing part, or we can call is like post harvest part. So that is in second industry agriculture is having. And the third is we are actually dividing into export part, because export as a very big industry in agro commodity, because nowadays export has become a major part of agriculture economy, because we can grow our farmers income by exporting our agro commodity part. So there are these basic 3 like separate parts we can do for the understanding purpose and for the like sake of agriculture business. So agriculture business, I will explain you, it's a very like big industry. It is a very billion dollars of industry. I will show you in the next slides how it is like that. So how to now the second part comes. So basically, what actually the when the new person want to start this business, so he is like confused in the sense that what to start, where to start. Should I start from like input industry? Should I start from output industry? Or should I go to the export part of agriculture commodity? So he is a very like confused person. So he like goes in the social media, he goes in the YouTube channel, he is like observes, sees, watches so many videos, but he doesn't understand where to start, what to start, which product. So we are giving here like first formula that you should start with the right product. Like you should select one product. Like in the example part, we can take he can start a millet product. Like he can start with millets. It's a very like simple example, or we can take any example. So if he selects like he's want to start the business in millets part. So first of all, he is clear that now I am going to start with the millet part. So now he is clear, because in this agriculture business, product part is very important. Because after that only you can means do the second, third, and all other parts. After that, we are actually suggesting you to go for the second, like market segmentation or market strategy part or market identification part, because this is now very important to understand. If he selects to go for millets manufacturing or millets packing and millets marketing, then he has to understand that the millets marketing and where is the market of millets is there. So that is we call as market segmentation or market identification part. That is very important, because the whole dynamics and is economics is dependent on the marketing part. So after that, we want to actually tell him to select the second part, like market segmentation, and we help him to identify that. Now the third is like very, very important is how to select the right business model. So, as I have told friends, see, agriculture like business is having its three parts, as I told: input, output, and like export. But in input industry also, there is one separate part now is coming nowadays, that is smart farming. Now, what is this smart farming? Like, we will share some like interesting statistics about this also, but before that I will explain what is smart farming. Like, smart farming is again a very good and very interesting subject, because see, nowadays what is happening, so everywhere there is a like technology part coming. Now there is a drones are coming in the agriculture, there is a satellites imagery is coming in the agriculture. Weather is like all weather data we are getting by drones or even by machinery part, and all these technologies are now changing. And even we can test our soil by the satellite imagery. The satellite images actually take the soil data, and they are actually doing the soil testing part as well. So, how the technology is now making disruption in agriculture, and that is we call precision agriculture or smart agriculture. So this smart agriculture is coming everywhere. So you can just have take the images of the crop, and you can just check what is the situation of this plant growth, or if there is any deficiency part in the crop. So you can spray fertilizers. If there is something like disease coming on that crop, you can spray some pesticide on all that. You can even check the growth of the plant in every area of your crop. So, for example, if you go to a sugarcane crop, then you can't actually at some point of time you cannot enter in the field, as you know. It's a very dense. So when it is happening, though, so that part is now taken care of drones. The drone actually can see, can take the image of that all field, and it can detect where is the problem. So that way, now this all technology is now taking a very different role in agriculture. I think it's making disturbance. So I request please to be. So I
Sir,
think
some, he's saying that your PPT is stuck at one place. Please move it ahead along with the
okay, okay.
explanation.
It's stuck. Okay, it's stuck. Okay.
I think you have stopped it on one
No,
slide.
no, no, not stop, not stop, ma'am. It's actually there only. Just I'm
Yeah.
explaining. Yes, yes, you can just. It is there only because I am actually explaining.
Yeah, I thought that you are also explaining the third and fourth
No,
point. But
no, it is
hmm,
not that like that. It is there only. Just I'm just explaining part. So I'm coming to the next PPT as well. But before going forward, we will actually understand what is like smart farming and digital agriculture. Like digital agriculture is we have actually we are seeing here there is this all parts the technology part is taking care. Like we have seen 5G technology, even drones, satellite imagery, and all these parts actually taking in the consideration for digital agriculture. So when we actually see the part of like the technology disrupting agriculture, so there are lot many things to actually consider. So now what actually our training and actually courses are for, and for whom these are beneficial, that actually I'm going to share here. See, we have observed that there are many more people doing their own job in city areas like metro, even Delhi, Mumbai, and various areas. Now many people I have actually seen who are actually doing their job in corporate sector like IT industry and all. Even these people are now wanting to come into and to start and very good food and actually agribusiness as well. So they are interested to start some new venture on their own. because they are like many times we see they are fed up with their corporate job, they are fed up with the many things in metro city. So they actually want to start their own job, own venture. So they can actually enroll in our training and coaching courses, and they can come and join our courses, and we can help them to start their own business. Secondly, students who are actually completed their graduation and who want to start their own startup in agriculture, agri-tech, or any food industry. So they can also come and they can start. Even now, the third and very important part is farmer. Many times I found this is very interesting. If I see and I observe many areas in our Maharashtra, like in Nanded and Latur district, as we see that many people are now wanting to start their, even farmer are now wanting to start their own businesses. If you go to the rural area and villages, they ask them, so they also want, because see, at a government part also they are playing very good role, as we know there. Central government has now launched a farmer producer organization scheme, and they have targeted to get 10,000 farmer producer companies to be completed their registrations in this financial year. So on government part also there is a big awareness part that every farmer should not depend on only farming, but he should be an entrepreneur. He should be an business person to actually get out of his poor and part, and he to actually earn a very good money. Because every farmer can become, because he is a producer, he is a a production man, we can say. As we know, in manufacturing industry, in any we can say steel industry, petroleum industry, the manufacturer plays a very important role. The same way farmer can play a very important role as a businessman, because he is growing his farming on his own. He is producing the agri produce which is consumed by so many people, and he is the owner of that. So he can be a very great entrepreneur. So that is one part we are focusing. Third is like in rural part, housewife, or you can say a self-help group. There are so many self-help group, and so many village women groups are there. They are actually starting their own venture. I have seen so many women entrepreneurs are coming from rural area. They are forming their own producer companies. They are farmer producer companies. The whole board of director, even their CEO and their chairman and all, this board of directors are women. I have seen in Nasik district especially this is happening. So these women are coming forward, and they are using this technology, digital technology, and all they are actually accepting. They are learning. So that is a very good part actually, because they are coming out of their regular things. And even now we are knowing that many in villages, many women are now becoming the sarpanch and all. So at the same time, women are becoming in rural areas entrepreneur. They are becoming on their own. They are starting their own ventures. So that is a very good part I have seen. So that is an second example. We can go and we can train them how to actually do the business, how to grow the business, how to make sales marketing in the world market. So that is the actually vision behind all this. After that, SME, all know, small and medium businesses, farmer producer companies, again the same thing. And even input dealers and input dealers. Actually, this is again a very important part of our agribusiness economy, because input dealers till today are working very randomly. Not in terms of anywhere. So, as we know, these dealers are very randomly. They are suggesting you take this seed, you take this fertilizer. Like they are randomly suggesting to the farmers. But we have to make them trained for actually what the need of the soil. If the soil testing is done, and in that soil only nitrogen part is missing, then they should suggest and they should go for only suggesting the nitrogen, the urea, or whichever the actually chemical or fertilizer rich in nitrogen. So that way, actually, we have to educate. So that also we are actually taken into this consideration. So after that, as we know, so these are some actually challenges in food and agribusiness. See, as we saw, due to over information, as I told you, there is a lack of like how to select the product. The people are not knowing. Second is not able to identify the market. Third is not able to understand the business model. Fourth is not able to understand the digital technology marketing part, because rural people and semi-urban people are not knowing about this all technology. So the fifth is not able to understand where to actually get a good quality of plant setup. Like if you one like farmer or any farmer producer company want to start their own food processing plant or dal processing plant, or even you can say turmeric powder plant in their village. So where can they get the all machinery and all this? So they actually don't know about this as well. So after that, what is the if we get the excess production, if they are getting the excess production, or on the river side they are lacking in the only 6 months their plant is running, and the 6 months their plant is not running, and it is on very this part. So we can actually give them how to actually come out of this situation. So where to sell. So all these solutions we are actually making them available. So as I told you in the initial part, like this agribusiness industry is a very vast industry. Like we can say textile industry is an agribusiness industry, because cotton and all textile, whatever the fabric is coming, this is all coming from like various sources of agriculture, like cotton and many more. So again, the food processing industry. Third is dairy industry. Dairy industry is again a $1 billion industry. Sugar industry, as we know, sugar factories, and this is again $1 billion industry. Vegetable oil, tea industry, coffee industry, leather, bamboo, jute, and we can go on and on. This is a very actually big industry. So we are talking about this agro-based processing industry. So this is again input industry, output industry, export industry. As initially I told, seeds, plant nursery, industry, like farm machinery, fertilizer, pesticide, post harvest, food processing, exports. This all, if you take, then it's a 44,000, 35,000, 35 lakh 480 crore. Means it's a very huge actually industry you can see. So if we actually want to understand what are the 6 steps of food and agribusiness industry, then there are like these 6 steps you can actually check. Because in every business, when we start any business, this is first, it is called a start phase, start stage. Like it is initial part, product selection and company registration important. For company registration, as you know, there are so many legal like important things we have to comply, and we have to register our company. uh, and after that we can make the product. And second is we can actually get the market segmentation. After that, the second step is like setup part. Like in any business, we have to set up the systems. Means set up the systems mean at very very different level. Means if we are going for a smart agriculture, then we have to set up the whole office infrastructure, even marketing part, sales part, production plant. If you go for production, then production plant, machinery, and all these we have to set up. So that is we call it like plant setup. That is the second like fourth step. After that, business model. Like business model again is a very important step, because nowadays there are so many business model coming. So if we study about this like concept of business model, then you can actually check how like Swiggy, Zomato, or how the these are the like examples, like Amazon. Like Amazon, if you think Amazon is having its no product of their own, They don't produce anything, but they sell on their platform, and they are making, their owner is, as you know, the richest person in the world. So if he is not actually producing a single pin, and he is a billionaire, and he is a like world's richest man. So this is possible. So this is called business model. How and like how your products can be like go to the market, like GTM, go to market strategy, we call in management language. So that strategy we are actually giving to the like farmer producer companies, farmers. We are actually starting the business. We actually suggest the business model according to his product, according to his like market. We suggest that business model. So that is an like third part. After that, the last and final step comes in our step like selling stage. This is a selling stage, means selling and system setup. Like selling system means we can set up various marketing, sales, operations, e-commerce, online website, and all this part we can set up. And this part we are actually calling an selling setup part. So these are very important steps for any business to start with, and not only start but start, set up, and even selling stage. So these are the like 6 steps we are actually giving to all the our trainees. So we can see some examples of this like companies, how this smart agriculture, as we just studied, there is a part in agriculture industry called smart agriculture, as we studied in the initial part, post harvest and export. See, if we can actually we will see, we can go to this website, then very interesting we can data we can actually 1 minute, if possible we shall open this website and we'll see. Copy the, just for example, I'm showing this website to you. Yes, it is. I'll share my screen so you can just. So, friends, you can see this website. This is actually smart farming company, fair and transparent sourcing from, see, world's fastest supply chain powered by AI, fresh and safe, nutritious food for all. See how this agriculture technology like changing this farm logistics, warehouse, and all this. See, basically, what I have seen in agriculture business sector is that there is a huge lack in the supply chain management. There is a huge lag. See, you cannot make an we can say standard solution to this, because there is no standard solution. For standard means x plus y is equal to z, like that 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, like that doesn't work this in agriculture. So in every part, in every fruits, vegetables, like some fruits are if we take example of like banana, so that fruit is a perishable fruit. So it has to actually take the like refrigerator van for transportation. For grains it is not required. So there are so many like things you have to consider for doing that. So this is an you can say technology, how technology now changing the agriculture, the crop farm supply chain. This actually company I am not suggesting anybody, just for example we are taking the crop farm supply chain. See how this AI based demand prediction, sourcing from select farms. See, farming in each and every farm also, they are actually like digitized the farming data, farmer data. Every crop, when they are sowing, when they are getting their harvesting, and all these data has been digitized by these companies. See, for suppose in some Jalgaon district, if we take for example of banana, there are some 100 farmers in Jalgaon district in different talukas, suppose. So which farmer, when he is actually planting the banana crop, and when he's getting his harvest. So all this data has been digitized by these companies. So they can just get the orders and they can sell. See, overnight processing, sorting, grading, packing, early morning delivery, and all these systems has been made very easy using the digital agriculture technology. So these are some examples. See, it is their brand and all, cow milk, one farm, and all these technologies now they are using at this level. So if you take the example of technology, transforming lives of technology, warehouse operations, AI, like traceability. Important part is traceability also. See, traceability is a very good example. So many times we found very difficult to find this tomato or even fruits part. Many people the street vendors tell us that no, madam or sir, this is very organic fruit or organic vegetable. They claim like that, but we don't know actually is it true organic or not, because we don't know seeing that fruit or vegetable. So for that there is this traceability part comes there. So if we take this part, so by using this traceability part, we can check from which farmer this fruit or vegetable is coming. Even we can get the data from its seeds to seeding stage to harvest stage. Whatever he has, the farmer has utilized for taking this free part has been blocked by blockchain technology. As you know, anything that if once it is recorded. So this technology, traceability technology, is all people are not accepting the fruits which are having the traceability of some diseases, pesticides. If they any farmer sprays some pesticide, they cannot accept. They will reject directly. So that is the actually some examples of how technology and digital technology, data analytics, even all this technology, how they are actually making changes. So these are some examples, friends. So coming to the next part, we will understand. We will take the second example. I will take, yes. For post harvest, I'm going to show you some one example. You may be knowing this example. It is a Maharashtra based farmer producer company. So it is a very actually many people actually say that farmer producer companies cannot be uh, scalable, or this is not possible, or like that so many things they say. But you can see this as a Sahyadri Farms, you must be knowing. It is a Nasik based farmer producer organization. And for the sake of your information, this company is having only 3 to 4 taluka farmers only. They may be having some 14,000 or 20,000 farmers. They are registered. They are basically in tomato, like ketchup and tomato puree. So they are doing that, and they are now exporting. And it is a farmer producer company. And how this farmer producer, now this company has grown to 1,000 crore turnover. So what this is a real example, like how farmers can grow and how farmers can change their own economy by doing this much actually work. So you can see in the slides in the screen that this all the Kisan brand, whatever they are, Kisan ketchup is coming. They actually they are packing their material. The Sahyadri Farmi giving their ketchup. So this is an example how we can 18,000 farmers. Here you can see data. Acres of land 30,000, only 30,000 acre. Means villages 252 villages, only 252 villages. So what I am going to actually understand here, going to tell you here, that in India only 3 to 4 talukas if you take and you start any startup company or any food industry company, you can make a like 1,000 crore company. Yes, this is possible, and this is possible in agriculture only. I'm telling you. So this is the immense potential. What I'm actually want to understand, want to tell you that. So here is the office, their office and all. But this is the actually potential we are having in agri. So, but many people are they don't know about this industry. So that is why I'm actually showing this you. So this is an example of one like farmer producer company. After that, we will come to an last and third example of an export company, how they are actually exporting and how they are actually making their profits as well. See, this is an website called Apna Godam. 1 minute. So this is an online agri trading marketplace, agri warehousing, commodity finance, online trading marketplace, and this is like warehousing company. And how this company is in warehousing, and they are exporting their so many things. So you can just understand how actually in agri commodity also there is lot many companies are coming and they are making lot profits as well. So this is an like warehousing company. We can see there are lot many their own warehouses they are building, and many a big company like Adani and all are in this like type of business. So this is some example, friends. I'm going to actually uh, make you understand. So after that, I will come to the our slides part. 1 minute. I'll share my screen. Yes. So, friends, will now I'll share my screen. Yes. So now the second part we will understand why actually most businesses fail. So many times we doesn't understand like why actually businesses fail. So we will understand in this slides why actually some businesses fail. So why most businesses fail to grow? So first of all, they aren't meeting a market need. See, many times we don't understand the market dynamics. Like if the farmer or if the customer is don't having any need or any like thing, they don't need anything. So how actually they can purchase from us? So that is an again a very important part to understand. So they are not meeting a market need. Now the second is they run out of cash. Many times what happens, the businesses actually run out of cash because of many reasons. So that is a second example why many businesses fail. Now the third is weak and poor management. Many times we see that in even rural area or many areas, the management team is not so much like educated, or they are not having any training for good management. So that is why this problem comes. Third is fourth is distracted focus. Many times their focus of management is not on one thing, so they want to do so many things and they actually come in problem. After that, poor retention means customer retention is poor. So these are some like examples why some businesses actually fail. The second part we will understand how to grow a business in 6 steps, as we have actually understand already this, I think. we have covered this part. After that, we will understand important part like sales funnel. Like what is in business, sales is an important part, because without sales we cannot do anything. If sales is not happening, then we cannot survive in the business. So that is why first part is to attract the customers, drive people to your website, post on social media, that share links to your blog post, and you can do the marketing part. That is first part, that is attract part. After that, the second part is now engage part, like educate the people visiting your website and encourage them to sign up for your email list, so that you can after follow up, make the follow up calls, and you can make them to purchase. Lead magnet and pop-ups, like we can have them their list in our email list, and you can follow the and you can take their case studies and customer reviews for engagement. Now the third part is like a closing part. Closing means conversions. When the customer comes to your website, and if it is like online shopping or e-commerce website, then he has to, when he purchases from your website, then it is called a conversion. So personalized email you can send after purchase, and you can call them again for your purchases. So that is a closing part. And now the final is delight part. Delight, like encourage people to in and refer, ask them to refer in the networks. So that is an like sales funnel part. After that, build your like recurring lead generation channel. Like many times we don't understand that in digital marketing and digital era, it is very important to understand content marketing, email marketing, podcast, like social media marketing, video marketing. These are the topics actually now very importantly working on. Very like these dynamics we should understand. Many times we actually suggest people that you should go for physical as well as digital. Means we call it physical plus digital. We should make customers on the both way, so that we can get a good traction of customers. So many times we lack in like physical things, and we only go for digital. That is also not correct. And we focus on many times. So many people I have seen in rural area, they focus on only physical part. They don't want to come to digital part, and that is also not good for our health of the business. So that is again the situation. So this is where we have to understand the sales and marketing part in the agribusiness sector. So that is the important part, friends. That is the second part. Now we will understand some like important 5 P's of starting the agri startups. For any startup to start, we have to understand that these 5P formula means 5P means what? Not the marketing P, what we have studied in MBA. Oh, this is not there, but it is a very different. Like first is you should be passionate about the product. Means whatever product you are choosing. Just I have initially I have given the example of like millets. If we go for millets part, then we should understand what are the millets, what are the benefits of millets, we do where it is coming from, and the domain part we should understand. We should understand and we should be having the interest also. If we are interested in like health, and we should so we should focus on like health part, then we should go for like a millet product. So that way you should be passionate before selecting the product. So you should be passionate about product. Second is your product should solve the problem. That is in second part. Third is persona. Persona means target market. What is your target market? You should understand. The fourth is like it's a potential. Potential means how much potential is there. Like potential means where we can sell it. So that part also important. So that is the fourth. And the last, it is an like people should pay for your product. So that is then fifth P. So these are the 5 P's we should understand before we actually getting into any business to start with. So these are the 5 P's formula. before we actually getting into any business. So these are actually some important parts we are actually having. So startups in agribusiness. So I think we are coming to, I think, last 10 or 15 minutes. I will just wrap up this session, 10 minutes. So before wrapping up this session, we will understand the agriculture startups like scenario in India now, and we will like finish up this session by 9, 10 or 9, 12 or 15. So friends, before actually coming to this agri startup sector, initially, as we have actually seen in the last like 1 hour, we are discussing on this agribusiness sector. So traditionally, if we think only agribusiness means, we know only this fertilizer, pesticide, and people are knowing those shops and agriculture, this much only. But agro processing sector is, many people are doesn't actually know about this also, and they know, but they don't actually like so much think about that this may be an agriculture business like. So that is the part. So agri business is a very like uh, big sector, as we know. So in India, if we actually think, actually Indian startup companies, means especially agriculture startup companies, are raising a good amount of like investment in agriculture alone. If you think in agriculture alone, if you think, then there are 9,000 like startups in agriculture sector alone. So there are so many things coming. Drivers of startup for ecosystem, entrepreneurs are now realizing that there is a huge demand. Like many times I feel that this is a golden era to start in India business, because government is also now very focusing on startup business ecosystem, and government is supporting in all ways. Like they are supporting to banks to give the loan. They are giving many like subsidies to startups, to even businesses in food processing. And so that is why it is a very good time to start your business. So government support, as we have seen. After that, we will see what are the different types of like startups, like list of successful startups. If we see, so there are like Yes Farms. Like this is one company, Yes Farm. They are into like, you will be surprised that these companies are into they are renting the land, rental land they are living. So that is a huge like one actually for the sake of this understanding, I will share one thing, that I have a YouTube channel, and in that my YouTube channel, one of my video, like I have recorded 3 years back, but that video is on rental agriculture, this how to rent agriculture land. And that one video has gone viral. Like it has the lakhs views, because people are interested, because many people are sitting in like cities, metro cities, and they don't know what to do there about their land in villages, and they want to actually give their land on rent, but many times they don't understand what to do and how to do. So that is why the problem is there. So that can be a problem statement, and you can build your startup around that. So that is an actually a great business idea if you want to start business. So that may be a very good thing. Then they, after that, Agnext, Crow Farm. Just we have seen the Crow Farm. This was a startup. So Boheco. After that, Cropin, Fasal, EM3, Gold Farm. There are so many like 30 like different tech startups. These are tech agriculture startups. So these are all companies which are now coming to agriculture startup sector. So there is a huge scope if you check, and if you want to start your business. So there is a huge scope in this agriculture startup sector as well. If we go for a food sector, then you can just see this fruit box and company. This is an just I'm giving an example. See, if we see, I will see this company. So this is very interesting because Fruit Box and Company, this is a Delhi-based company, and this is a B2B and B2C vertical, because this is just like gifting company. Gifting means they are making fruits and vegetable boxes. I'll show you if we can. 1 minute. We will visit its website. Very interesting website. Will share my screen. Yes, 1 minute. I'll share my screen. Uh, yes, fruit. So no, what I'm actually trying to understand that how people are like growing their companies. So this is fruit and fruit box and company. See, this is like they are gifting veggies and the fruit box and company. These are giving packing in a very good box, and they are like we can give this gift to our relatives or friends. Daily fruits, exotic fruits on sale. See, these people are selling these papaya online. See, if you see 135 rupees kg per kg, they're selling online. Even Indian avocado. This is avocado fruit. If you are seeing this 170 rupees 300 grams. Means 250 to 300 means pow kilo. If you go to purchase, then 170 rupees. See how these actually companies are selling these fruits. Like this is a fruit box company. So everything like custard apple here, per two pieces they are charging for 155 rupees. So these are like companies selling their strawberries online. So these are like packing in a very good like box, and they are selling these like premium you can say product. So this is how here is a gifting what I actually was telling. So see, this is an gift box, like a basket, rosette boxes. So everything they have, interestingly, they have done very good part, and they are selling like 2,500. They are like selling this part. This is again this fruit box, and they are selling 3,400. So this is interesting. Means we can do anything out of this, like. So these are some examples how we can actually do a very good food like business in food and agriculture sector. So these are some examples. So I'll stop sharing again, and we will come again to our sector. I think within 2 minutes I'm going to wrap up this session, friends. I think we are running out of. So what I mean to actually say that this food and agribusiness sector is a huge sector, and it is having so much like potential, and it is like growing very leap and bounds. And agriculture sector has its own like potential, and technology is now disrupting in each and every area. Like you can start from smart farming, as I have told you. There are so many things. Just I have like told you agriculture trends and impact is just IoT, internet of things, artificial intelligence, precision agriculture, robotics, drones, big data analytics, whatever the actually new technologies are coming, they are actually impacting the agriculture sector. If we see these graph, then IoT based smart farming application is now coming. Like India has more than 3,000 startups in agri tech sector only. So this is the situation. Even food and post harvest like industry is like more than way. It's a very good industry to start with. So agribusiness sector, if we see, then it's like 85 lakh crore, 85 lakh crore potential. So it's a very huge industry. And agriculture processing in India only 10%, food processing only 10%. If we compare to Thailand, Brazil, and Philippines, so it is a very, again, food processing sector is having huge scope. If we see that, then $18 billion, like 1,33,000 crore potential only in online grocery market, in packing food. So this is the huge potential up to 2024 figure only. So this is the same. Then again, there are so many data available like Business Insider and so many like companies which are showing that world's online grocery market is huge, like $1,017 billion by 2023. After that, there are food and grocery market potential, and so there are so many like things potential available in India and even out of India also. We can export our Indian food and agribusinesses. So this is all I think about this food and agribusiness potential, friends. I think there is a lot to cover, but I think we are running out of time, and anytime in the future also we will be discussing this sector. This is as I have initially told, this is a very huge sector, and as I have been in this sector for last 24 years, and secondly I am studying this, I am researching this in view of like in the view of farmers, in the view of businesses, and also in the view of like food we get. So I am the like as a researcher, businessman, and even as a MD and CEO of a company, we can do a lot like in this sector. So thank you again for Bedkar sir for giving me this opportunity, and inviting me for giving me this sharing my knowledge and insights on this subject. So over to Bedkar sir, and sir, thank you again.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Sir, good evening, sir. Dr. Bedkar, sir, Principal, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Wonderful presentation, what you have done. And the India is having a lot of cultivation, and 80%, we used to say that we are dependent upon our farmings. My some questions are there, like, when I was listening you patiently. Nowadays, the farmers are behind easy money and fast money. And because of this, the people are running for some kind of malpractices, where I learned somewhere that they were putting some kind of chemicals or country liquors on the, that what we call it as a dudhi bhopla and other kind of vegetables, lauki, what we call it as. So, and then they're getting a product very easily and in a very short duration, and that is one thing. So the marketing becomes secondary, but the primary, the product should be good. When we are purchasing something, baja ke lete hum, phir lete hain. Many of the times it happens, but sometimes we have to take it because it becomes a need of the time, to hum le lete hain. But many of the times the doubt comes in mind. That is one thing. So whether it will affect the marketing, if we are going such a kind of malpractices, and how to protect, and prevent all this kind of malpractices. That is my first question. Second question, people are nowadays doing marketing on the name of organic farming. And when we are going to the market for purchasing as a consumer, so many of the times we also doubt, they are selling it at a higher price. But whether it is really organic or not organic, how we will come to know? In abroad, you'll find when we are purchasing any kind of vegetables, specifications are there, how many carbohydrates, proteins, all those aspects are mentioned, vitamins and minerals and grams and everything is there. So what we call it as a, vishwasharyata, means that trustworthiness, that becomes one of the very important question. So that is my second question. Third question is like, we are going for digitalization. That is really wonderful. But our farmers are still entangled with all those agents. They go to the market, they are giving their all the cultivation to those people, and they are selling, and they are taking money, they are making money off nothing. While the farmer is doing such a hard work throughout the year, and then he has to, he gets some some amount of money. So by doing digitalization, we have not empowered our farmers for this digitalization process. So what we can do for this process, or any any education or any kind of trainings what we are going with, because I'm very much concerned with the very various farmers. So that is another question. So the journey is from the consumer to producer. So sometimes we are taking raw vegetables and fruits, and sometimes we are taking processed. So during this journey, there are a lot many stations, and again, the things may get contaminated, adulterated. These are the possibilities always we are thinking of, like, wheat, they're putting some concord or something like that. I know. So my question was like, by doing digitalization, if the farmer is not empowered, so we are putting another agent for that farmer. Don't you think like that before empowering our farmers? So these are my some basic questions which has arisen. And always, I think that farming is like your share market. When it will collapse and it will jump, no one knows. Some people are giving their farms to someone to do it, like batai, what call it as, and 50% they are getting 50%. The person who is cultivating, they are getting it. So many of the time, sometimes some people are giving money, तो आपको पैसा लगाइए, हम आप कल्टीवेट करिए, फिर हमें हमारा पैसा दीजिए और ऊपर का मुनाफा भी दीजिए. But many of the times it doesn't happen that the crop get burnt out. Recently in Nashik city, the last rain what the farmers were expecting, it was not there, and that is why you'll find lot of rice crop has already gone. So these are the basic things. So when we are going for marketing, we have to, I think, neutralize all these important aspects. So what do you think about this, sir? Thank you.
हेलो मनमथ सर, मनमथ सर, हेलो मनमथ सर, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है, प्लीज म्यूट. मनमथ सर म्यूट नहीं, उनको शायद. मनमथ सर, हेलो
हेलो मनमथ सर, आप म्यूटेड है.
Sorry for that. Sorry. So, Shukla sir, actually, thank you for your concerns and the questions you have raised, like just now. So, but actually, I want to understand, and I want to actually come to know about this thing that Indian agriculture is a very vast and very big like sector. As we know, this system, as I was pointing out in my presentations, that this is a very this is like not a cakewalk and like one-stop solution. Like we have like 2 + 2 is equal to 4. This is not like that, because and everything in agriculture, like even state-wise, central government-wise, it's a very like. We can say nothing work in a standard format. So for that, Indian government as well as private institution working on that. First part, as you mentioned, that some like adulterations part you mentioned, but see at the 1% or below 1% only, that may be like happening, and that is like some people are coming. But again, I want to assure that technology is the solution for that. Whatever the 2-3 concerns you have raised, I think you have raised about the question of like adulteration. After that, you have raised the question of like organic, how we can know that this is an organic. you have actually raised that question also. For that also, I think I mentioned in my presentation also, there is one system called traceability, and in that traceability, blockchain technology is the solution. How? Because when you when you get to suppose you get an apple, or when you get an suppose grapes, and you ask that trader, is it organic or not? He says, okay, this is organic, sir. So you can ask him that, show me the tag. Now technology has come to this stage. If you can scan that tag on your mobile, so that tag can get the traceable from where it is coming, from which farmer it is coming, from which village that grapes is coming, and what practices he has used. Is it really an organic or not? That is a question for even government of India. Like, they are not able to sort out which is the organic or which is not the organic. That is a question for all, but the solution has already been there, and many startups are working on that. I have just told you some. This may be not everywhere, because in rural area and everywhere, this technology has not reached. The startup has already started, and government has given subsidies for all that startup, for providing this technology and for getting this technology to each and every farmer in the rural area. So that technology part will take care of all these things. So I think the third questions, I think I forgotten, but technology will be the part for every problems in agriculture. As we know, I will give some additional information about this. Government of India has started IDEA means is a India Digital Agro Ecosystem. This is an you can say government of India initiative for digital agriculture. It has created a committee of government of India on central government Delhi level, and they are digitizing each and everything. Means even your each and every farm can be taken into consideration. In each farm, whatever the data means, whatever the crop you are sowing, what is you are harvesting, everything will be digitized now. So companies like TCS, companies like Infosys, companies like Microsoft, they are coming for digitization of all agriculture. Not only this, even Google has come into this. Google has all data of our India. He has last 5 years. Google has last 5 years of data, if of each and every farmer in India. They have officially declared it, but they tell that we are not opening it because we have some restrictions from government of India. Because for the secret data to, because it is a secret data, means we cannot explore to each and everyone, and that is why government has not allowed Google to do that. So because Google is now doing all part, they show the way and highway, and they show all the lakes, dams, everything they show. No, then they have the capacity. Their satellite is so strong, they can provide last 5 years data. Whatever you have sown, whatever you have grown, whatever you have taken, the where is your well, where is your open well, where is your borewell, everything. They have officially declared, and they are working on that. If government is allowing them to do that, they will do that. And I'm telling you, digitization is the only way hereafter. Because we don't know. Because many people say, नहीं, how हम गांव में जाके कौन करेगा हमारी खेती, हमारा ये approach है. But this will not be the case. I'm telling you. So after that, some companies will ask to give your land to us only. We will do that. So that may be a coming era, because land is there, so people are coming. So that may be very interesting things are coming in agriculture, that lot there to study and discuss. So I think that satisfies your answer, I think.
Thank you, sir, for such a wonderful explanation. Sir, we feel so bad, when we are sending some material abroad, grapes, they are going through all kind of tests, and then they are accepted, and then we are sending over there. So the material which get exported, it has different quality, and what we are getting, Indians, we are getting over here, it has a different quality.
Yes.
So
That is very true.
yeah, these are the some basic questions, because we are not identifying the quality, or we are not using some parameters to stamp them like ISI mark, and that is, I think, basic
Yes.
reason. Yes, sir.
Sir,
Thank
sir,
you. Thank
that
you
is
very
the
much, sir, for
genuine
your
happening,
wonderful
sir.
explanation.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. If anyone is having any questions, you can ask, please. Yes, हिंदी कर सकता हूँ, no
नमस्कार
problem.
सर। सर,
You can please.
मेरा आपसे ये कहना है और आपसे पूछना भी है मुझे कि एक तो शिक्षा नीति हमारी एग्रीकल्चर पर सीधा हमला कर रही है, यानी अटैक कर रही है, प्रभावित कर रही है। मैं ये बोलूँगा। दूसरा, हमारी जो पॉलिसी है एग्रीकल्चर की, वो हमारी पॉलिसी आज तक नहीं बन पाई है, क्योंकि जब चौधरी चरण सिंह प्रधानमंत्री थे तो कुछ किसान उनके पास गए थे, तो तब उन्होंने अपनी टोपी उतार के उनके सामने रखी थी कि अगर कुछ और गन्ना की जगह बची हो तो यहाँ पर भी लगा देना। तो उस टाइम गन्ना बहुत ज़्यादा हुआ था, और लोग, पिताजी बताते हैं कि घर के बाहर बैठा करते थे कि हमारे यहाँ पर घर के बाहर गन्ना ना डाल जाए। तो ये उस टाइम 10 या 15 रुपए की पूरा ट्रॉली होती थी। तो जब चौधरी चरण सिंह ने कहा था कि आप जिस चीज़ को लगाते हो तो लगाते ही चले जाते हैं, और उसका पूरा मतलब मार्केट में उसका कोई भाव नहीं रहता है। जैसे अभी टमाटर की बात करें तो टमाटर 250-300 रुपए किलो वगैरह अभी 15 रुपए किलो मॉल के अंदर बिक रहा है। तो एक तो यह नीति नहीं है, और अच्छा एक्सपर्ट है हमारे पास, और ये नीति बन सकती है अगर हम ऐसा सोचते हैं। जैसे राशन कार्ड बना है, तो ऐसे कार्ड किसान का क्यों नहीं पड़ता? अगर 100 एकड़ जमीन है तो हमें ये देखना कि प्याज हमें कितने लगेगी, हम उसमें 10% प्याज करेंगे, 15% ये करेंगे। अगर आपको प्याज नहीं करनी है और मुझे करनी है, तो मैं आपसे क्या बोलूँगा, जो आपका लाइसेंस है वो मुझे दीजिए और आप मेरी जगह गन्ना कर लीजिए। तो ये एक तो जब तक नियम नहीं लागू हो गए, एग्रीकल्चर का यही सत्यानाश रहेगा। दूसरा, जो शिक्षा नीति का प्रभाव पड़ा है, जब हम कॉलेज जाते थे तो 10वीं में ये फैसला हो जाता था कि मुझे एग्रीकल्चर में जाना है या मुझे कुछ बड़ा या सरकारी नौकरी करनी है, क्योंकि 10वीं तक आज भी नौकरी, पुलिस वगैरह, फोर्स की 10वीं है, 10वीं का लेखा पढ़ा आज भी मान्य है। लेकिन अब क्या हो गया, शिक्षा नीति में प्राइवेटकरण हो गया, तो कोई फेल होता ही नहीं। तो मैं अपने गांव की, अगर अपने क्षेत्र की बात करूं, तो शायद हमारे बात में एग्रीकल्चर करने वाला कोई नहीं बचेगा। 2 तरह के लोग अब मेरे गांव में हो गए हैं। जैसा अगर मैं अपने बड़े भाई की बात करूं तो वो टीचर थे, आज वो जमीन खरीद रहे हैं, उनके पास सैकड़ों एकड़ जमीन हो गई है। और जो मेरे दूसरे भतीजे हैं, जो पढ़े लिखे नहीं थे, ड्राइवर है, उन्होंने उनको बेच दिया है। अब उनके बच्चे सड़कों पे आ गए हैं और वो राजा बनता जा रहा है, अब वो उनको बटाई पे देता है। तो ये शिक्षा नीति का आप किस दृष्टि से देखते हैं कि ये शिक्षा नीति का इस पर प्रभाव है? क्योंकि अगर फेल हो जाता था तो खुशी से एग्रीकल्चर में चला जाता था, नहीं भाई मैं फेल हुआ, वो एग्रीकल्चर बहुत अच्छी कर भी रहे हैं आज हमारे टाइम वाले।
Correct. So, thank you, जयवीर सिंह जी, फॉर दिस योर इनसाइट्स एंड योर स्टडी। सो बहुत अच्छा आपने मतलब एक इनसाइट दिया है इसके लिए। सो देखिए सर, बेसिकली मैं आपको बताता हूँ एग्रीकल्चर में ना क्या है ना, आप थोड़ा सा अगर स्टडी करेंगे ना, मैं आपको बताता हूँ एग्रीकल्चर में ना गवर्नमेंट को बहुत बड़ा इश्यूज है। देखो, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया किसी भी चीज को, आज मैं बोलता हूँ आपको, आप एक्सपोर्ट में जब प्राइसेस हमारे यहाँ ना, सी एग्रीकल्चर में सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम क्या है मालूम है आपको? अपने यहाँ फार्मर, हम बोलते हैं फार्मर क्यों साला पैसे मतलब क्यों नहीं कमाता हो, मतलब टू बी मतलब वेरी फ्रैंक, वो पैसे क्यों नहीं कमाता? उसका रीजन है सर, देखो हमारी कुछ भी बिजनेसेस हो, हमारी सैलरीज हो, उसका कुछ तो मतलब हम इंक्रीमेंट होते हैं, हम डिमांड करके लेते हैं, या हम जॉब चेंज करते हैं प्राइवेट कंपनी में, तो एवरीथिंग वी डू। बट इन एग्रीकल्चर प्रॉब्लम क्या है ना, फूड इज द बेसिक नीड। देखिए 1955 का अपना लॉ है, आपको मालूम होगा। सो दैट लॉ इज देयर, फूड इज द बेसिक नीड, सो दैट इज देयर द प्रॉब्लम। जब किसी भी मतलब गवर्नमेंट को लगता है, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट नहीं, अभी क्या है ना, प्याज 100 रुपए जा रहा है, तो दे विल बैन द एक्सपोर्ट्स, दे विल नॉट थिंक ऑफ फार्मर, उसको प्राइस कितना मिल रहा है, दे विल नॉट थिंक, आई एम टेलिंग यू, दिस इज द, बिकॉज they treat it as an food, because food is a basic need. Though that time they don't think about the farmers, who is the producer, go to the hell, we don't know. Really, I'm telling you, this is a like harsh reality, sir, I'm telling you. I'm working in this sector last 25 years. I'm facing this huge problem. I'm telling you. And this actually this is there is no like any administrator or anything like he's coming and telling on boldly on like media, sir. Because this is like if he's telling on this, then it is the problem he's making for government. I'm telling you. And whoever who is making some noise out of it, so government is doing his own part. So that is the main like problem in this area. So food as a basic need, we cannot like force many things. We cannot like अरे यार फार्मर को ना अभी बहुत प्राइस कम हो रहा है तो उसको ना आप क्या करो 20 रुपए का एकदम 50 रुपए कर दो. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. नहीं, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में ऐसा नहीं हो. मतलब मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में क्योंकि उसको खुद को पता है एमआरपी क्या रखने का उसको राइट है. बट यहाँ नहीं है. हमारे यहाँ बहुत इतना क्रिटिक्स है ना. एपीएमसी है, वो अपना बोर्ड है, बोर्ड जो प्राइसेस बोर्ड एमएससीपी जो जिसको बोलते हैं एग्रीकल्चर प्राइसिंग बोर्ड है. वो बोर्ड क्या करता है कि भाई ईयरली 2 बार डिक्लेयर करता है खरीफ के रेट, रबी के रेट, और हर कमोडिटी क्या करता है वो. और वो कितना करता है 465 रुपए है तो 500 मतलब 30 रुपए बढ़ाएगा या फिर 20 रुपए बढ़ाएगा पर क्विंटल. क्योंकि उसको पता है आप प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट जोड़ो उसका. प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट वैल्यू, प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट तो बढ़ते ही जा रहा है ना उसका. अगर सीड फर्टिलाइजर, उसका मतलब मैन पावर, उसका खुद का एम्प्लॉयमेंट अगर खर्चा डाले तो उसका उतना होता है क्या? नहीं होता सर. बट हाउ उसके बाद में फिर कैसे होता है. जो समझो 10 रुपए 100 रुपए किलो समझो आप जवार बेच रहे हैं, फार्मर से ले रहे हैं. सो वो 200 रुपए डीमार्ट में मिलता है आपको. क्यों डीमार्ट में 200 रुपए मिलता है? अरे यार प्रोडक्शन 4 महीने साल भर वो खुद फार्मर उसमें मरता है वहां, खुद धूप में मरता है. वो 100 रुपए लेता है और डीमार्ट वाला 2 महीने में क्या 15 दिन में वो उसके ऊपर टैग लगाता है 200. लेना है तो ले लो, नहीं तो जाओ भाड़ में. मतलब आई एम टेलिंग यू द फैक्ट सर. इज द फैक्ट ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर इकोनॉमी. You ask anything. I have studied even sir, I have studied the doubling farmers income. सातों मैंने पढ़े हैं. जो doubling farmers income का पूरा जो 7 बड़े बड़े ऐसे उसके बुक्स है. जो I have studied the 7 all. I am telling you. And उसके लिए जो doubling farmers income की कमिटी थी, मैं आपको बोलता हूँ सर, उसमें इतने बड़े बड़े इकोनॉमिक्स थे. ऑल पूरा एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटीज, आईसीआर, इकोनॉमिक्स सभी उन्होंने बोर्ड किया था. मतलब दैट वाज एन वेरी लाइक ग्रेट एक्सरसाइज. बट ग्रेट एक्सरसाइज होने के बावजूद भी वो तो गवर्नमेंट के पार तो नहीं जा सकता. गवर्नमेंट के रेस्ट्रिक्शन है ना. गवर्नमेंट बैठी है ना, पीएम बैठे हैं ना उधर. तो दैट इज द हार्श रियलिटी ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर. सो दीज आर ऑल प्रॉब्लम्स. एंड बट इवन दैट आल्सो, आफ्टर दैट आल्सो people are trying to solve that. This is a very critical, I'm telling you, very very critical economic. Nobody like इन एक रात में ऐसा जादू से ये होने वाला नहीं है सर. People are like spending their lives in this like sector, and they are not able to like MS Swaminathan. He has spent his whole life in this like this thing. Even after that, he is not able to like find out the ways. You may be like he was like Nobel Prize winner even. So though that also there is a huge many problems are there. So very critical sector sir. We have to actually think in a very like उसमें तो अगर चर्चा करने तो पूरा रात जाएगी. I'm telling you. So thank you for your like insights, Jaivir Singh.
थैंक यू सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Yes. डिपेंड नहीं करता। Yes. सर थैंक यू मंजू जी, आपने बहुत अच्छा ये किया, तो थैंक यू। जस्ट लास्ट में मतलब 1 मिनट बोलना चाहता हूँ। अभी जैसे आप मंजू जी शेयर कर रहे थे कि भाई सी मैं एक बात करना चाहता हूँ लास्ट ईयर, क्योंकि क्या है ना, गवर्नमेंट है, सब हमारे यहाँ सिस्टम है, बट मैं एक ही बात बताता हूँ, हम जो फार्मर लोग खुद ही उसके ऊपर सोल्यूशन निकालना होगा। इसीलिए मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ, फार्मर एंटरप्रेन्योर इज द फाइनल सोल्यूशन। क्योंकि कितनी भी गवर्नमेंट आई, मैं जैसे आपको बोल रहा था, सिस्टम है। देखो जैसे आप अभी मंजू जी बोल रहे थे कि कोऑपरेटिव सिस्टम है, पॉलिटिक्स है, सभी अभी हम यहाँ ये प्लेटफॉर्म पर बात करना उचित नहीं है, बट क्या होता है, हर एक जगह है वो थी चीज, हमको सबको मालूम है। सो वी कैनॉट अवॉइड इट, सिस्टम है, गवर्नमेंट की सिस्टम है सर, हाउ वी कैन अवॉइड। अभी उसमें चेंज करना तो उसके मतलब, सो दैट्स अ डिफरेंट लाइक बॉल गेम ऑल टुगेदर। सो वी, मुझे एक ही लगता है उसमें, अगर हमको अगर इसके इसके कोनो बाहर जाना है तो हमारे गांव के लेवल प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट स्टार्ट करो, 4 लोग साथ में आओ, खुद का ब्रांड बनाओ, सेल करो, और आपका खुद का इकोनॉमी खुद बिल्ड करो, कोई नहीं आएगा आपको बचाने। गवर्नमेंट तो गवर्नमेंट का काम कर रहा है, गवर्नमेंट को फिर बार भी फिर आना है ना, फिर एक बार फिर चुन के आना है, तो गवर्नमेंट गवर्नमेंट का काम करेगा। फार्मर को खुद को जब पहचान होगा, नहीं मुझे खुद को कुछ मतलब अंदर ढाकना बोलते हैं ना हम हमको देखना पड़ेगा, नहीं मुझे ही कुछ करना है। गवर्नमेंट तो गवर्नमेंट का काम करते रहेगी, गवर्नमेंट विल सपोर्ट और नॉट, दैट दैट इज द थिंग। बट जब हम साथ मिलके हमारा जो एग्रीकल्चर प्रोड्यूस है उसका बना के पैकिंग करके जब बेचेंगे मार्केट में, और हम खुद का ब्रांड बनाएंगे, खुद की कंपनी बनाएंगे, हम उतना एलिजिबल होंगे, हम उतना समर्थ होंगे, हमारा फार्मर एंटरप्रेन्योर बनेगा, तो ही इस देश का जो किसान भाई बोले, जो बोलते हैं ना, महात्मा गांधी ने बोला था भाई हमारा और इंडिया एक्चुअली इन रूरल, मतलब गांव में अपना देश है। तो ये जो सपना था गांधी का, आई थिंक वो जब करेगा तो आई थिंक सच में आ जाए। तो ये यही सब सॉल्यूशन है उसके ऊपर। बाकी गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज ये वो, तो दैट इज द थिंग, द गवर्नमेंट इज देयर। सो दैट इज माय लास्ट वर्ड्स आई थिंक। सो थैंक यू ऑल। अगर किसी को मतलब कांटेक्ट करना है, सो you can contact for, because I am a like even trainer coach, I give this training and coaching in this industry, and since many years I am in this, so that you can contact as well. So thank you again Bedkar sir for your giving me chance here, and thank you all participants. all you have participated very interestingly. So thank you for all.